All right, let's do a message for Taurus or Taurus crosswatcher. Taurus. Taurus. Are you alright? Is somebody okay here? I don't know why I want to say that right now. Are you okay? Or are they okay? That's like on my heart to say that right now. Or ask that question. The Hierophant. That's you! Okay, hold on. This is about your relationship with a person. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. But I do see something here to do with you and this individual. Okay, so the Hierophant is what they're feeling about you. This could have to do with commitment, y'all's commitment to each other. Marriage, making a stronger commitment. This could have to do with spirituality or religion, beliefs. Okay, why is the Hierophant here? Do you know what this looks like to me? You know, because every tarot deck is different, right? They're all different. And they can tell you a different message just by what's on the card. Like if you go off of the images on the card, and I've stated recently, I'm not super fond of the Hierophant, but it's just not, I'm not big on like even traditions really anymore. It's just my own changes that I'm going through, and even beliefs and certain strict rules, and even certain types of commitments. I don't know. I'm just changing. It's my own thing, but there's really good things about this Hierophant as well. Just like any card, they have positives and shadow aspects as well. But in this particular Hierophant, you see two people who are definitely younger than this individual right here. Always in the Hierophant, this speaks to someone who has higher knowledge, or at least has a connection to a source that has higher knowledge, or higher ranking even. You see the two boys here, they are in prayer, bowed in prayer or meditation at the knees of this Hierophant energy. Usually, if you're not familiar with tarot, because not everybody is, some people are new watching the video, they don't know much about tarot yet, let me find the Hierophant here in the original Rider-Waite-Smith. If I could speak, I've been stuttering a lot lately. I mean, I could blame it on the retrograde coming, but I mean, it could be a contributing factor. I'm not sure. Here, okay, so here's this original Hierophant. They're facing him. Is Busey's or Buckeyes or Bucky's significant for anybody? Buckeyes, I'm getting like the chocolates. You know, they're like little candies or whatever those things are, like chocolate Buckeyes. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Desserts. But then I also get something about Busey's or Beavers. It's not for everybody. Okay. Beaver Dam. Just roll with it. Okay, it's not for everybody. Just take what resonates. You know how it goes. Sometimes the whole damn message will resonate. Sometimes just little bits and pieces of it. But these guys are facing him. And to me, these look older.
like grown up. You see the keys here, and but they're still beneath this figure.
As like when you go to a concert and you're down here and the singer is on stage, or a movie, the big screen's right here and you're kind of sitting down in the audience. It's kind of giving the impression of a low angle in cinematography where, you know, this is showing a position of power over a person. So this here, in the position of how somebody feels about you, is either saying, and I'm just going to say it how I feel, reverse this please if you need to, because you might have to. I mean, again, energy can be like this, so sometimes they're reversed. I'm almost getting that somebody feels that you try to control them in some way. Or that marrying you they would lose their control, or they would lose something that they've already built for themselves. They would lose their freedom in some way to you know, or their own privacy. They would lose their, like, a part of themselves if they go all in and do this and raise this to a higher level of commitment. Or if you're already in a higher level of commitment, someone may feel like you wear the pants. Someone here may be thinning. Someone's hair may be thinning, or someone could be losing a bit of hair up here on top, maybe receding hairline, or right here in the back, could be losing a bit of hair. I can't unsee it.
See? Right here. These two guys. I always thought they had a little hat on their head, but see here as well.
Just to confirm, confirmation for anybody to help maybe know who this is that feels that way, or maybe someone feels that way about a person who has that. I'm hearing like losing hair. But stress can also cause you to lose hair. But the average person, supposedly, I mean, I don't know how you would even know this, but when I was in cosmetology school in whatever year that was, 2007 to 2008, I learned, which it could have changed now, that the average person loses between 50 to 100 strands of hair a day. I don't even know how we have hair on our heads if we lose that much a day. You should see me when I take a shower. I get clumps of this bitch out, clumps of hair. And I stick them to the wall until they dry, and then I throw them in the trash so they don't get down the drain. But sometimes they get down the drain, and that shit smells when you got to pull it out with that snake drain thing. That shit smells so bad. It smells like death, really. And I know what that smells like. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Somebody, the reason I say that is because how someone's kind of acting towards you is, you're taking all, like, my power away. You're taking my control away, because look at this.
This is an individual who feels like they're walking on eggshells, or there's a need to be on edge with their person all the time because they can't be themselves, or they got to tell them where every little bit of money they spend, or everything they do. They had to know everything about them, and like they don't have, they can't have their own or something like that.
I feel like I always got to answer to somebody, or that's the vibe I'm getting, but we'll get into it. And some of you, baby, this is you. You feel this way with someone. Or we're talking about an individual that does not want to feel this way in a relationship with other people, period. Whoever it is. It's like, am I married to my mother or my father? I don't want to have to, like, you know, I'm not sure. Let's see. Why is the Hierophant here? This is how somebody is feeling about you. It's also a 5. So that can be challenges, struggles, changes. Maybe that's why I feel weird about the Hierophant too. I never even realized that it's a number 5, because I'm a 5. My birthday is the 14th, which I don't celebrate anymore, but the day I was supposedly born is the 14th, which is 4 and 1 is 5. And so I know what it's like to constantly go through challenges, struggles, and changes. It's my life. And I'm a life path 8, so there you go. There you fucking go. Yeah. It's like, what's before the Hierophant? I know it's taking me a minute, but I want to make sure I get the whole picture here. Let's see. The Emperor. And after the Hierophant is the Lovers, which is what you have. So now let's talk about it. This is just creeping me out looking at this Hierophant. It gives me the heebie-fucking-jeebies, man. Especially this Hierophant. They all do. But this one really does. Look at it. With the white glove on. Just look at the face. It's almost like he's got a mask on. Like, what's that called? Uncanny Valley. Y'all know that Uncanny Valley shit when the faces look kind of, whoa, what the fuck shit type thing? Don't that look kind of Uncanny Valley? Like, maybe those children shouldn't be there. I don't know. It's freaking me the fuck out. And, like, it looks like somebody's about to get, like, an exam done. But, you know, at the doctor where they put the gloves on and they pop them back and it's like, come over here. I don't know. Can we just get the clarifying card, please? Thank you. I'm talking to myself. It's fine. Okay. Why is the Hierophant here? The Hermit. At this point, I don't know if somebody really knows what they want with you, to be honest. It may not even be a personal thing, my love. It could be because they've been hurt in the past. Like this 9 of Wands doesn't necessarily mean it's they feel you'll control them or they feel that you'll be anything like they've experienced before. But they have experienced something like a controlling marriage before or a controlling relationship or something where, you know, they had to like answer to someone and it, you know, they almost kind of think I do better on my own. With the Hermit here. And the Hermit is usually an older individual. It's somebody who's gained a shit ton of experience at this point in life. And who's kind of like, do I really want this? And for some of you it could be because, you know, it's something personally between you and them. They don't want to be controlled and they feel like you are controlling them. Reverse it if you need to. But in other situations, again, it's something they experienced in the past, and they're kind of like, man. Now, if you are already in it, somebody is like, I don't feel secure in this. I feel like uneasy. I love the Hermit. That's my favorite card. Okay. Alright. They're showing me something here. Look, I was shuffling the deck and the bottom of the deck is a 3 of Swords. So, my guides are giving me something right now about this. This is a personal thing for me, but this is how I'm able to translate this message for you. Whoever this is for. If you've been watching me a good little bit at least, you'll know the Hermit is my absolute favorite card in the entire tarot, especially in the Major Arcana. But it is my favorite card. For a lot of reasons. The Hierophant is one of my least favorite cards. It's just the energy, maybe because when I was growing up, you know, people mean well, but when you get
forced to believe certain ways, and you get things shoved down your throat, like, you know, you have to get married, you've got to have a family, you've got to believe in this way or you'll go to hell. Just things like that. You know, it suppresses things that are still inside of you, whether others want them there or not. And that can be a dark place. It can be a dark place. So the fact that my absolute favorite card and one of my just not, you know, I'd rather, I don't really feel much about it, cards are beside each other, clarifying how somebody feels about you. Someone here, they know what they would rather do. Like, if I had to choose right now, I know exactly, easily, which one I would pick. My heart knows 100%. This is in the position of my layout of how someone feels about you. How do they feel? They know what they would do. They know what they would do. They know what they want to do. They had plenty of time, even and experiences, even before meeting you. I don't care how long y'all have known each other, or even if you're together, like how long y'all have been together, been talking to each other. They know. For others of you, or I guess you could apply this to some of the messages I've already said, the person that you're watching for, how does this person feel about you? They may feel like you just have two different ways of, like maybe you're really, you have certain traditional beliefs and they don't. Although they might have used to, but they don't anymore, and it makes them uncomfortable with you. It makes them feel like they, you know, they wouldn't be able to relax anyway. They don't want to lose who they are, so they let you go. Or they're in the process of, you know, just letting you go, or just kind of like forget about it. They just forgot about it. They just kind of put it out of their mind, although it sucked, because I think if anyone let you go, they didn't want to let you go, but they also got to a place where they realized, what am I thinking? Like, this is, we're not aligned. But they get to that place, and then it looks like you get to a place where you start thinking about this person, where you're like, I don't know, maybe your heart opens up to them. So that's another message. Let's look at this Hierophant. The Hermit. After the Hermit is, see, that's change. Fortune, fate, destiny. Okay, hold on. Let's keep clarifying. So let's speak romantically only. Romantically, where's this person's feelings for you right now? Romantically. Right here. That's where they're at. They're trying to work through these fears. Maybe they're paranoid about marriage. They're paranoid about strong commitments. It scares the shit out of them. Maybe it's a going back to church thing, or going to church period. I don't know. It could be anything that has to do with something like that. In some cases, I'm going to throw another message out. Again, it's tarot. I get different things. I see something else here for another group of you, where there could be a person who's almost like they don't know what they think about you at this point. 1989 or 88 could be significant. I see that on the bottom of these cards. And they haven't talked to you in a while, or you haven't talked to them. You guys don't speak. I don't think they trust you. They don't know your intentions for them. They may even think like you don't give a shit about them, or they did think that you didn't really care about them. You didn't care what happened to them, so they don't trust you. They have like their walls up with you. I don't know why they would think that.
but they think that. Okay, let's get back into the message. So, romantically speaking, yeah, hold on. What I just said, yes, I do see that. For a group of you, there's a person here, the one on your mind. They feel like you didn't really give a fuck about them. They don't trust you at all. And that hurts. It hurts. It's not something like, oh, it didn't hurt them. Reverse it again if you need to. Sorry to repeat myself, but I have to say that because people get offended. But it's like, well, you're going to get offended whether you get offended or not. You're going to get offended. You'll get offended. But there's no need to get offended, you know? Not if we can acknowledge, like, hey, you know, sometimes we are that way too. But someone feels like you didn't really give a fuck about them, and maybe that you even weren't on their side. You weren't really there for them or something like that. And they may feel like the best thing to do, even though it wasn't what they wanted to do, was to let you go. Release you. Okay, anyway. Romantically speaking, why am I having to pull so many clarifiers just right here, just for this spot? Because that's the message. If anybody here is like, how does the person, Crosswatcher or Taurus, feel about me? The fact that we have to ask this much, that's the answer. How does someone feel? Not okay. Not okay. Let's go to this Nine of Wands. So again, the Nine of Wands, people call it the Wounded Warrior. That's it. It is the Wounded Warrior. It's somebody who is either experienced trauma, battle, pain, whatever, battle fatigue from other experiences, or it could be something between the two of you or both. And they're like, you know, I got to protect myself. I got to have my own back. I got to watch my own six. I got to look out for me. I've almost built a protective barrier around myself where, you know, the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, there could be someone here who feels like a person's trying to change them. Why does somebody feel the need to be Nine of Wands? With Taurus, why? Vice versa. I don't know. Maybe it just feels safer that way, something. Maybe due to children or a specific child. A specific person who's younger. Whether or not it's a child. Like, there could be certain things that an individual is willing to bend and be flexible on, and certain things a person is not. I don't know. I just feel like somebody's thinking really negatively about something here. It's not, I don't feel that somebody's positive about something. Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse? How do you feel about this person? You still want to be with them. You want to be with this person. You may want to see them, spend time with them. You feel like something could work. Yeah, holy shit. But then in the same vein, I don't know who this is for. It's starting to confuse me. I'm just going to get the message. In the same vein, you may be like, I love him. I care about this person. When it's good, blah, 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 blah. But like, what the hell is actually happening here between you and someone? I can't tell. I'm getting more of this person's energy. And my intention before starting this message was a romantic message, right? I'm not getting romance here. We can see the lovers all day. I don't get too excited about shit, you know? Like, till I see it all play out. And what I'm seeing is, you know, I may feel like someone here could feel like someone's their soulmate or their twin flame or something. That's not for everybody. Not all of us believe in that. But if you do, or if they do, somebody does here or could believe in that. Someone may be like, yeah, I feel like that's what we are, but that doesn't mean we'll end up together. But we do have this passion between each other and this love and this and that. But I'm telling you, one person, it's showing up as the other, but again, it could be you. That is like, I'm telling you, not the sun and the moon. That's like night and day. That is night and day. I was gonna say not aligned. Sure, sometimes we're close because the night at some point starts to fade into the morning, and the morning at some point starts to fade into the night. So at some point we're kissing, at some point we're touching, at some point we're at least in close vicinity. But it's like oil and water, really, is how it feels. Like, there's still an issue here. There is an issue that has not been overcome yet between you and a person. It is still there. It might be something to do with somebody's ex-wife, ex-baby mama, whoever, ex-husband, ex-baby daddy. I see another thing here where someone in the connection may also feel like, well, there's, you know, like maybe there's tension built around somebody's ex, and I don't know. Let me get these. Okay. Why is the High Priestess here in reverse? Why? Let me see this real quick. Let's see. Well, yeah, because... And that would be before that. There could even be someone here who feels like, I don't know if I should have even told you a specific something about my ex, or I should have told you a specific something about how I feel about something, whether it's about an ex or not. It could be just about how they feel about love, how they feel about a certain political idea or something, belief, a certain religion or certain something here. Someone may be thinking, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have never told you about it, or told you that, or said that, revealed that. Because now it's caused problems. I'm going to cut this in a minute. I am going to post it because it's for somebody, but God, it's just really a lot. Look at that. 8 of Swords. Is this somebody who regrets telling you something or saying something to you or doing something? I don't care what it's about. Whether it's about an ex or their beliefs or how they feel about marriage. Is this someone who has, like, they wish they could take something back they said or did? Or didn't do. Yes. But in some cases, this is an individual, whether you or another, who feels like it's not between the two of you. It's between them and someone else. Or something else. Somebody lives in regret. They do. You or another live in regret for having revealed something, having said something, something having been found out, not doing something or saying or revealing something when we could have, should have. But not necessarily with each other. It's with someone else. Like someone may have felt a loyalty to one individual. So much so, not that the loyalty was healthy. We say the word loyalty and we automatically assume that it's a positive thing, but we could also be loyal to the devil, to the shadow. Like sometimes people who do horrendous things, diabolical things, are extremely loyal to each other, but only because they live in fear. Like if I'm not, then they'll leave me, or I won't have anything, or blah blah blah, whatever. The fears can expand from here to there. Then circling back around to the first part of the message, right? Where I got the 9 of Swords with that Hermit and the Hierophant. This is an individual, whether you or another, that all they can feel is the weight of their decisions, or a decision that caused them to lose someone or something that actually was there. And it's put someone in a state of self-reflection where I think somebody's realizing what they did was wrong. Somebody's realizing what they did was wrong. And that they were actually being controlled by either their fear or another person, which they have allowed. Whether this is a romantic message, a family message, a friend message, somebody here, that's the message. Gray. Is that significant for anybody? Gray? I'm just going to say gray. That's what I'm hearing, gray. That can mean anything for anybody, gray. I'm hearing Pizza Hut. I also see, I'm seeing a house, and I'm seeing a Pizza Hut, and then I see, or I hear Pizza Hut, and then I see a hut, and then I hear Jabba the Hutt. These are just things coming to me. Like, I'm like really zoned in your message. I don't know, thank God, because this is not the first one I've tried to do, and it was just all over the place. But I know why now, because somebody's been all over the place. They haven't known what to do. And if they could fix something, they're afraid that maybe they're not able to, like, fix something. Maybe even kind of feeling a little moody, a little angry even, going through like this. Because someone's going through a dark night of the soul. Wow. Oh my God. I feel like I could cry right now. Like somebody's going through a dark night of the soul and is actually transforming. You could say they see the error of their ways. Really. And you could also say that someone here is not really mad at another. They're more so upset and frustrated with themselves. Does somebody wear something to do with a... I see a cuff around the arm. I don't know if this is like a tattoo cuff or something to do right here. There's something to do with the arm. This could be anything. It could be anything at all. There's something significant about the arm. The upper part of the arm. I've never seen this on this hermit, but what is that going around the arm? I'm also hearing arthritis. That's exactly everything I just said. That's what's happening. Yep. Somebody they made the wrong. Let's just say it like this. Somebody's learning from their choices. And at this current moment, it looks like it's pretty fucking heavy on somebody. But not as heavy as it was, because at least now they see what they've done. Like they see it, they realize. They're becoming conscious of it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.